Hi and welcome back to the Citizen channel. Hope you're all staying safe and well. And our odd show, and we're going to look at the big, of course, Champions League semi-final first leg at the Etihad on Tuesday, the 26th of April. We're going to have a look at any value we can get on Manchester City versus Real Madrid. So join me as we have a look. Yeah, there is good value, but then again, in a big game, a tight game like this, the good value isn't always easy to follow because obviously the good value's there because the bookies like the rest of us don't really know how these sort of, in theory, tight games are going to go. As you know, I've been doing the charity bets and another two bets last time against Watford, 2 wins for the Christie, which is our nominated charity. At over 10.5 corners, we won on that one, and over 3.5 goals, we won on that one. So let's see what we're going to do today, and hopefully can add to that pot. There's always going to be a City lead, and of course, if there's anything worth mentioning on the old Real Madrid, I will mention it in passing. I did sort of tinker with the idea of having a bet on a goal scorer of Real Madrid for this one, but I did sort of knock that on the head. I thought I'd stay loyal to City on this, even though I think, as I said, I think it will be a tight game. I don't think anyone's going to run away with this one, that's for sure. But if there's anything of value, I'll mention it. Please, I don't condone gambling in any way. When the fun stop. And of course, always be gamble aware. Never chase your losses, guys. Just if it's not fun anymore, just don't do it. That's all it should be. Or for me personally, I just do it for the charity at the moment. So, and if I did have a bet, it'd just be just for fun and extra interest. Right, let's check out some value. All these prices are based on the 24th of April 2022. If I don't mention a specific bookmaker, these are widely available. Otherwise, I'll be specific with as to where you can get it. So, as I say, all these prices. So check your prices. These may have changed slightly as and when if you're looking at stuff. So in the Champions League, of course, City have been knocked off top spot now. Of course, Liverpool have got Villarreal, and the bookies are considering that's probably a slightly easier task than City have got against Real Madrid. So for the first time, I think, this season that I can remember, City are now not the favourites to win the Champions League. So I'll go with that. I'm not too bothered about that. Liverpool are now generally 6-5 favourites, and you get 5-4 on City. So, all right, not the highest we've been, but certainly a little bit better than Liverpool. Obviously, that could change again, depending on what happens over the next 10, 11 days or so. Match odds to win this game, City are 8-15 on. The draw is 7-2, and Real are 11-2. And interestingly enough, there's some qualifying odds as well. I'll give you that in a minute, just to qualify, which means over the 2 legs, but there's slightly different odds. I'll give you that in a second. My 11, yes, my starting 11. I have if you watch my preview show, there are reasons behind this. I have gone with the fact of Stones is okay to play, so obviously there's lots of ifs and buts, of course. So my 11, please watch my preview show if you want a bit more information on how I got to this 11 starting lineup. Ederson, Stones, Diaz, Laporte, Aki, Rodri, KDB, Gundo, Bernardo, Foden and Mahrez. And as I said, the value to qualify, City are 4-11, so a little bit restrictive. It's not giving Real much credit, is it, over 2 legs? Real, you can get 2-1. So as a Real fan, if you get behind your team, there's certainly some value there for you as well in that one. First goal scorer, here we go. First goal scorer. I mean, Benzema is sort of the guy a lot of people are looking at to score. I mean, even if he scores, I'm hoping we would still win. But he's as high as 13-10 for first goal scorer. You've got 5 City players ahead of him. Not all of these are guaranteed to play anyway. You've got Mahrez at 5-1 with Bet365. Sterling, 11-2. Foden, 11-2. Even Delap. Yes, they've stuck Delap in there at 5-1. I don't think they'll be taking much money on Delap playing. But let's face it, the guy we're talking about after the Watford game is Jesus, isn't he? So he sort of forced himself into the reckoning. Whether Pep will play him is another matter. I don't think he will. But he can get 7-1 at Boyle. So you fancy Pep to change his mind and stick Jesus in there? I'm not going to put you off that. That's a pretty good price to have on Jesus at 7-1 because he's pretty much on fire. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. If he doesn't play, it doesn't matter, does it? Anytime goal scorer, you've got Benzema again, good value at 2-1, and that's the one I nearly went for. I could get slightly better than 2-1 on the exchanges. I'm very nearly tempted to put that as one of my charity bets, but I didn't in the end. I stayed loyal, guys. Foden 21-10, Jesus is 23-10. KDB more interesting as well. He's 23-10 as well, same as Jesus, but he's obviously more interesting because I think he'll definitely play. Bernardo 23-10 again. He likes a European goal, and yeah, Gundogan. Gundogan's been a bit quietish recently. He's apparently got some back problems, but Pep's playing him, so they mustn't be inhibiting that much, even though he's not been in his best form. He's 11-4. Both teams to score, yes, is 4-5, and no is 21-20. Now that's not a bad price. That's odds against. I can always like that, so that is worth a chance. But both teams to score, I'll go for a tight City win, but I'll go for Real scoring a goal in this. So I have gone for this as my first charity bet, and I didn't quite get 4-5. I got a 0.89. So that's not too bad, is it? 0.89 on the exchange. It's a little bit of commission, but not much. So first charity bet, fingers crossed for me, guys, if you can. Both teams to score, yes, at 0.89. Correct score, yeah, I'm not going mad on this one. City win 1-0 is 7-1. A 2-0 win is 13-2. If you fancy a 2-1, which was the last one at the Etihad we played against Real Madrid, that's a 15-2. You can get on hills, you can get a 3-0 at 11s and a 3-1 at 12. So again, I'm not going higher than that. I'm not imagining any one of these two teams will score 4 goals. A 0-0 draw is 14s, a 1-1 draw is 15-2, a 2-2 is 16s. A Real win, yep, for you Real fans out there, 1-0, 17-1, good value. There's some good value for Real fans if you've got confidence in your team. A 2-1 Real win, 18-1 on hills. And if you fancy the 3-1, which is what they did at Chelsea, of course, in the first game and in the last round, you can get 66-1 on a 3-1 with Bet Victor. So I'll say certainly good value for Real Madrid fans. Half time, full time, yeah, I'm not considering we're going to lose this game. A draw at half time, City full time is 10-3. Very, very very likely for me, that one. A draw and a draw is 6-1. Again, not overly unlikely. And Real to be winning at half time and a draw, I've gone 18. That's 18-1. So that's not a bad price either. So on your half time, full time, say I've not touched upon the fact of Real ending up winning this one. So I'm just been biased on that one. Goals over under. It should be tight. Do I expect a 0-0 or a 0-1? Probably not, because I think certainly if there's an early goal, I think it'll be a bit more lively. I think there will be more goals. So I'm going to take a little chance on this one. Over 2.5 goals on Bet365 is 8-11. I don't think that's too bad, over 2.5 goals. If you fancied over 3.5, which, only takes the 3-1, doesn't it? That's 7-4, so that's interesting. Under 2.5, you don't think they're going to score many goals, that's 6-5. But under 3.5, which is possibly likely, 4-9 on. So not much value in that one. So we go back to the over 2.5 goals, which did interest me. And my second and final charity bet, fingers crossed for it, guys, is over 2.5 goals on the exchanges, and I got at 5-7. So a little bit better value than some of the bookmakers I was looking at. So that's my second bet for charity. Winning margin, City 1 goal, you get 5-2 from Sky. Real 1 goal, you get 8-1 generally. City 2 goals, you can get 10-3 generally as well if you fancy that, which I wouldn't put anyone off. A 2-goal winning margin for City or a 1 goal. You could Dutch those, couldn't you? You could Dutch those and still make some money. Finally, before we go, there's nothing on cards. I've not found anything on cards, guys, but this referee that we've got does like a card. He's the guy who ref the Atletico Madrid first leg at the Etihad, and he gave 5 out in that game, and he not correctly in my mind. He should have certainly give more early on, and obviously it was late on. He was just giving them out for fun, but this guy's given 11 in one match. So if you do find the cards and do find anything else, say over 4.5, something like that, might be worth a go. But as I said, I've not come across anything while I've been doing this little vlog. Finally, corners. I don't think it'll be gung-ho. So they're offering under 9.5 and over 9.5. So under 9.5 is 4-5. And over 9.5 is 10-11. And I think these European games, I think certainly the first leg, I think the under 9.5 is not bad value at 4-5. So again, I wouldn't put anyone off doing that. But there you go, guys. Let me know what you're having a flutter on, what you're picking, or even after the event, let me know if you've had a one. Let me know what you fancy or something I might have missed that you thought, oh, this is a shoe-in, Bernard. I mean, it might help me. I might put another supplementary charity bet on. Who knows if you convince me of that. But anyway, before we go, please let me know what you're doing, and I'll just go through the charity bets. Both teams to score. fingers crossed. We've won the last 2 games. Let's make it 3 on the trot. Both teams to score yes at 0.89. And of course, we're going for the last one, the second bit of the charity bet, or the second part of the charity bet, over 2.5 goals in the game. So a nice 3-1 victory for us will do, won't it? A nice 3-0, that'll settle the nerves a little bit, or even more if I'm greedy. But over 2.5 goals, I got at 5-7. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that, and let's go for it, guys. Let's not put it to bed, but let's go over to the Burnabout in confident mood. That'll be great, won't it? Thanks for watching. That's one thing, don't I? Till we meet again, please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.